it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. Um, so I just feel like since we made like all of those really tiny ring dishes, they're about like maybe like this big, or there's kind of like I feel like there's kind of like slightly bigger. I feel like for the next bisque that we do, it's gonna be really great if we made some more plates at the moment, because a lot of things are gonna be like stacked. So I'm kind of thinking in this stream we're going to make some more smallish size plates. This is kind of like the size that I'm thinking. It's kind of like a like you could put like a snack on it. I wouldn't really say it's like a normal sized plate. It's like kind of smallish. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll make some that are just about this size. This is one that it is bisqued, but I need to do some glazing on it. I have the glazes all planned out. So I know this is going to be a not so exciting stream, but I thought I'd share some of my ideas from my sketchbook here. Sorry, I have some notes. So I mentioned this a little while ago, but I thought I don't really have like, okay, I don't have everything like drawn out exactly, but I thought it would be cool if we made some just round plates and then thought of things of like, okay, well, what else is round? So I was like, pies. I didn't get to sketching it. Pies, pancakes, maybe something with like a lily pad. I don't know if I like those kind of flowers. I don't know. I'm not really sure what else would go on the lily pad one. This one is like roughly like kind of like some ducks in a pond. We got a pizza one. I don't know about the pizza one because I don't really have anything that's savory. A lot of the like more like core ideas of what I've done is like sweets, cakes, strawberries, like other fruits or desserts. Okay, I'm not sure about the pizza one. It's a cool idea. What else? The orange kind of goes in with that. And then like just drawn into it is like the orange leaf or something. I was kind of thinking of like maybe if you were looking down onto like a tart or maybe a cake, possibly something like that. I'm not really sure how to like search round food. I think I just need to like spend more time like brainstorming, and I really have not thought that much about it. I just kind of like quickly write in what I'm thinking. There's another page. Sorry. This has like that other like glaze ideas. I had like literally I think 2 other ones. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I was thinking about like cookies. So like that classic sugar cookie that you'll see at the store that just has like a bit of like frosting and like it has sprinkles on it. I think those are super cute. Personally, I don't like how they taste, but they're cute. Or like what other kind of cookies could we do? I feel like maybe we could do like a chocolate chip cookie. I really have not thought about this like too much, but I just kind of like got on this cookie idea. And these could be either like trinket dishes or coasters. They could be coasters if we like made them flat. I mean, I guess like these are kind of big. I don't know. It's kind of big for like a coaster, but I could just like, I just wanted to like write that in there for like my idea. So those are my thoughts. I have other things in here. This is my ceramic notebook. We got some transfer paper that's falling out. Cute little duckies. Strawberry cake. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna make. We're gonna work on that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I hope no one is expecting anything like crazy exciting every time I jump on. Let me see. What do we have? We have some clay over here that could be used. What is this? I literally, I streamed on Friday and now I have no idea, like, why are these sitting over here? I don't quite remember what we're going to do with that. I literally don't remember, like, putting those there. Okay, so let's check out our clay and see which ones are, like, wet enough for us to use. Honestly, I mean, we have so many ideas. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, making a bunch of these little plates. I really don't know how much time they take me to make. But let's just kind of, I don't know, like, I'm going to squish up my clay into just kind of like roughly the height or whatever that we're going to use the rolling pin to squish it down to, just so I can kind of like visualize how much clay we're getting, how much we're going to be using. What is this? Was I supposed to wedge this or something? I literally do not remember why this clay is sitting here. I went into the office yesterday and the day before that, which is why I didn't stream. And it's always nice to go into the office once in a while. Although it is, I don't know, it makes me really tired to go in. I think it's like maybe, I don't know, maybe we can combine these. I feel like this is going to be kind of like a lot for me to wedge, but I think we can do it. Let me cover this clay up. I don't really want it to dry out too much. But yeah, so our like, I think it's our, I don't even know. I think it's our director of e-commerce came into town. He's, he works out of New York. But he came to the office to come see us. A lot of e-commerce is in the Portland office. Not everyone, but there's a good chunk of us that are there. So he flies out and visits once in a while. And I just feel like, you know, for the fact that there are like maybe a max of like 18 people that could possibly go into the office, I feel like I should be one to go in. Oh, we've got a chat. Hello. Let's see. What are you saying? Oh wait. Oh, it's like some kind of like promotional thing. Okay. Anyway, I just feel like it's like polite to go into the office when he flies out. But actually, it's a little bit dry. Let me put some water down. Most of the time, they like, they give us like free food when we go into the office because, I don't know, that's generally what happens. They like get catering or something for when people like outside the office come. They actually didn't do that this time. But a lot of times they do, so it's like, oh yes, I will have some free food. Okay, let me see. This might take me a little bit to wedge because it's kind of a lot. But I think we can do it. Might have to put some more water down. It's very like it won't look like this if you had like fresh clay out of a bag. I think it's like maybe it might be like on the verge of almost being too dry to wedge. It's pretty darn close. So it's gonna be like a lot of effort. Maybe I can like move the camera. Okay, let me just quietly wedge this up. And I think this will take like a few minutes. Okay. I'm so tired. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know, it might almost, well, I'm really just hoping that it's almost done. Every time I feel like maybe we're done, I see like an air bubble popping and I'm like, oh no. Okay, we're gonna do like maybe we can do like a little bit more. This is like so tiring though. Okay, I think let's hope this is done. I'm just trying to like cover that hole without putting air in it. Okay, I'm just kind of like trying to smush in all those like crevices and stuff. Okay, so let's just kind of make like a ball or like a cylinder. I think it's probably fine. kind of get rid of this like little crack here. Okay, I think maybe we could like do like this. Okay, let me just like flip off my hand real quick, and we're just going to smush it from the middle first, and then kind of like rolling our hand to like push the clay out further. This is really helpful when you have like a big ball of clay, because otherwise it'll do some weird things. I don't like that, what it's doing there. That's not the weird thing I was referring to, but like if you have just like a ball of clay and you just grab your rolling pin and start rolling it out, it'll just kind of like fold over on itself, and I don't really get the impression that that's good. I feel like it might be bad. I don't really know. So I just try to like avoid doing that. So kind of like smushing it down first will be really helpful. All right, so I got my rolling pin. It has these little gauges on it. I always call them like bumpers. I don't know why. Yeah, let me think. I feel like it would be the best if we rolled this into an oval. I'm trying to fix this weird thing. I don't really know if that's something that can be fixed. I don't really like that. Oh yeah, this is sort of like what it would do if you didn't like smush it down first. It kind of like doubles over on itself. I don't know. I don't know if it's really all that bad or worth trying to avoid, because I did have like maybe I don't know, maybe a few pieces that did that. I haven't had any issues with the plates that I've made, so I don't know, maybe it's not really a problem. I don't really like, I don't have anything like really like ceramic related to talk about for our stream, but I don't know, I was just kind of like thinking maybe we could talk about like work stuff. I just recently had my, actually like earlier today, I had my like it's kind of like a performance review. What we did was like, I don't know, like last month or something, I like went through and I answered the questions and stuff, like how I felt like I improved and whatever and all of that. So it's just kind of like on my mind, and I feel like for anybody, I don't know, I feel like maybe I can like give some like tips and stuff or something, just kind of like general things for kind of like doing stuff at work. Oh, we have an air bubble I need to pop. Just very like kind of like generic things, because obviously everybody's workplace is like different. Even if you're in the same like industry, maybe there would be like some similar areas of overlap, but different companies are like kind of different, and maybe it wouldn't be applicable to what you do. Yeah, we're gonna get some air bubbles. I'm gonna have to fix, because I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Okay. So I don't know, I kind of just, okay, I just found some more. I just feel like maybe, like this is maybe like what I would maybe encourage like my coworkers to do or something. So I think like something that I made it a point to do at work. So at my workplace, so I'm a graphic designer, but we have like a tier system. Whoops, my little apron kind of fell off. So we have a tier system. So we have kind of like, I guess, like a regular designer or whatever. And then we have, I work in customer service also. Like that's kind of where we do design work. And then we have senior designers, and then like a team lead. And then at the very top is our manager. And I think like for the most part, for like a senior, you want to be like knowledgeable because you're always like answering people's questions. Our seniors answer all the questions in Slack that other people have because they probably know it. And they do they train other people too, so they should like know all the things. So I made it a point when I was a regular designer, I'm now a senior, but I made it a point to stand out when I could, because at the moment we have so many people on our team. Like, it can be like, if you don't like jump in and like voice things, either like in meetings or in Slack or anything, like I feel like you could just kind of like go into the void. If that makes like any sense. Like everybody just kind of like meshes together. It's kind of hard to remember like how, like, it's kind of hard to remember people if like you don't hear from them very much. Like if you rarely hear from them, let me take my sweatshirt off. I'm like really hot from having to wedge. But I made it a point to like make it noticeable, like how much I was chiming in with things, either in meetings with ideas, feedback, like helping people over Slack. So they post a question in the queue and they're just kind of like asking things, like just like, you know, questions and stuff. And like doing that a lot, I feel like helped me stand out and be like, oh yes, this person, they're always ready to jump in and help. And I highly encourage, like, I'm the kind of person that I feel like this is about even, but I can kind of see some lines. Let me just, I think we're almost done rolling this out. I'm the kind of person that's always, I'm very, like, I used to be, like, a lot more, like, quiet in the other jobs that I've had. I used to be scared to, like, say things in meetings, but I kind of just, like, got to a point where I was, like, this thing needs to be said. Like, they need to know, like, how this is going to impact the team or our process or, like whatever it was. Like, it was just, like, I felt like things were really important and that I just kind of, like, forced myself to speak up about them. Even though I was, like, I didn't even have a large team, like, then either. It was really small and I was so scared. But I highly encourage people to speak up and ask questions like, oh, this new process is going to be really annoying. Like, why do we have to do that? Like, asking, like, the reasoning. Why can be really, really helpful. At least, like, for you. And just kind of, like, understanding. Like, if something is just kind of, like, sounds annoying and, like, might be a pain point for you. Like, it's really good to just ask those questions. And it's a genuine question. Too, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, asking that. I feel like that's totally fair. Also, like, obviously, like, the way that you, like, say it and come off can be very different, but just, like, genuine curiosity, I feel like in a lot of cases is not so bad. Sorry, right now we're going to use the rib and we are compressing our slab. We mostly want to get rid of any of these very obvious cracks, but it's also really important to compress it, which is not something that you can see, as a side note. Anyway, like, or I'm like, it's always like, I'm always so scared to ask questions because I don't know why, but I'm always like, well, I feel like everybody's like this. Like, you don't want to sound like an idiot, but honestly, for me, I just, like, told myself, like, if you are confused, there's probably someone else on the team that is also confused. You know, like, if you're learning a new process and you're like, wait, what? At least, like, for my team, that's what I felt was accurate. So I feel like it's always good to ask, maybe when you're in the meeting, or even you could ask after the meeting too, like, just, like, one-on-one with someone, like your boss or whatever, to ask if you're really scared. But I feel like genuine, like, curiosity is not going to be looked at as a bad thing. If you're just confused or curious, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, and no one's gonna get mad at you for being confused. They shouldn't be. And yeah, I think, like, some things I think are kind of interesting, like, I don't know, like, when I was a kid, I always had that thing, like, why doesn't somebody do this? Like, someone needs to, like, invent this thing. And it's always just kind of, like, this idea of, like, putting it off onto some mysterious person that, like, doesn't actually exist. You know? I don't know. I feel like everybody's maybe done that. But I just kind of think, like, if you have those thoughts, like, when you're at work, if you're like, oh my gosh, I wish we could have more parties at the office, or, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's a morale booster. Obviously, like, different offices are kind of, have different things going on, but, like, if you're ever just kind of like how can you think about that? Like, how can you problem solve that thing? Like, if you are willing to put in the work to make that happen, like, make an event happen, like, you can probably do it in terms of, like, there could be, like, if you're kind of thinking of, like, a party kind of thing, there could be a budget issue. Sometimes we can request a budget. Sometimes we're just given certain budgets for certain things. But there's nothing wrong with just putting on, like, a free event. And just, like, kind of, I don't know, maybe getting other people in on it that might be interested could help you out. Let me see. I think I'm going to use one of my actual plates as like the template, maybe. It has so much dust on it. Okay. So like, as an example, just like something fun, like, and you don't always have to have like an event or something that provides food or something. Like sometimes it's just fun to like get people together. A free event that we do, actually, let me grab something else. I just heard it like crunching into the bisque and I'm like, no, don't do that. Something that we do that is a free event is like a maker's market. We did that in November, so it's like people might be shopping for December gift giving holidays, and like we did do like a thing where you could like maybe bring in like goodies or like a snack, and like we could share stuff. I brought in brownies. My boss brought in like Rice Krispie treats. And we just kind of like had a little maker's market. Our office is particularly creative. We have a variety of designers that are part of the office and have like side hustles with either like design work or maybe like illustrative stuff. So that's like, it's really exciting. And it's a really great kind of like idea that is like, people want to go into the office for it. And it's like, I don't know, like people love it. It's really exciting and it's free. Like we don't have to ask for a budget for it. And I feel like being willing to just plan a day, plan some reminders, to send out to people is really not that hard to do. It's really not all that much work. And then we just, we have a very large conference table that we just set all the stuff out on, and just like maybe like a price sheet of whatever, and it's really not all that much work. But like, I don't know, like if, like, I feel like it's really great to do that kind of stuff for work, and it can really make you stand out. And hopefully like, management will take notice and like maybe do like a shout out, like, oh my gosh, like we love to see this market that you guys put together. And it can really make you like stand out as an employee. Even for people that work virtually, some people on my team are virtual. Actually, the majority of the team is virtual and is not in the office. Like you can plan virtual parties too, of course. And there are all kinds of things that you can do. I think I'm so tempted. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut out a tiny plate out of this corner just because I'm kind of obsessed with the tiny plates and I can't look at this opportunity and not take it. So I'm gonna use this little guy. Anyway, like there are lots of games that you can play online that are exactly for that, for getting people together and that work together. And like, I don't know, I don't know, they're just like free games like online that you can find that will do that. And that can be like so fun. But anything that you feel like, I feel like it's fair if you propose something that like you're willing to put the work in to make it happen. Like some things, some things that I've brought up as issues, my boss came to me and was like, could you do this? Like, could you, set this up and we can kind of like review it together, and then like launch it. Like, for example, we had this issue of like reps, kind of setting files up wrong. So I made a little infographic. I wrote in, I made an infographic of like what it should look like, with some text to go with it. And we just kind of like, I went back and forth with our lead on the wording and all of that. And we made it happen. So like, I think like, obviously there are definitely times where like you're going to be busier than other times. But maybe it's going to have to sit on the, back burner or something. But, I think that's a really great thing for you to do at like any company, is like to try and have ideas of how you can improve, the work that you do and that really like your whole team does. It can really, like, at least for me, I think that makes me stand out, because I am just kind of like a little bit more of a problem solver. I'm always thinking of those kinds of things. But even if you just kind of like, if you have like any kind of like irritations, like, oh, like the company like launched this thing, or like maybe it's like specific to your team, they launched this thing and it's like irritating you, like think about it. Like, I would say like think on it and see if there's like, anything there, like, is there like, or maybe even like go to your boss and be like, I kind of like noticed these things, like, could we, like, I was thinking like this would be like a good solution, like, is that something we could do? Or even like, you could like bring it up and just kind of like, get feelers out for it and then come back with some brainstormed ideas, all kinds of things. And I really would like, encourage anybody to think about things like that, or just, things that can make you stand out at work. There are definitely things like that will go unnoticed. Like, I don't know, like if you always stayed late at work or something and you're like, oh my gosh, I stayed late like all these times to get the thing done, but like your boss probably isn't going to know that. Like, you need to find things like that they can like recognize, and like you can let them know that you did this or something. Like you don't want to like do stuff with that kind of assumption, like, oh well, like how could my boss like not know that I stayed late to do this thing, because obviously I didn't have time to do it in that amount of time. Like, they probably have no idea. I literally heard this from like some, I don't know, like YouTube video or something like that. I'm not sure where. But yeah, like, anything, like you want to like let your boss know what you're doing, like that kind of scenario, I think could be a good talking point to touch base with your boss and be like, hey, I'm not going to have time to do all of the things that are on my list, but, can you help me prioritize, like the tasks that I have to do? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with just having that kind of open communication. I feel like there's nothing wrong with asking like which is the most important. And then sometimes you can even delegate things. Like, I'm kind of like, just kind of like taking some leadership courses, and like what can you do if you don't have enough time to get all the stuff done? And you can do that. You can prioritize and like, okay, well, if I'm gonna get anything done, it's gonna be this. But if they're all like really important, another thing you can do is delegate, possibly, or ask for help. That's something at least we do at my workplace. Is just kind of like, it's totally okay to reach out and ask for help, because everybody has different like amounts of work. Some people work faster than others. And for us, we work with customers, and it can be really variable on like how busy you are from one day to the next, because it depends on like how many people responded to you. Maybe it wasn't a lot today, so you're just taking new work to do, or like maybe instead of taking new work, like if somebody reached out and needed help, like you could help them. And it's like, my workplace is very we're always just kind of like pivoting. That's really important to the work that we do. And luckily our team is so large that there are lots of people that would probably be available to help. But otherwise, I think like like touching base with your boss and seeing like, hey, like I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get all these things done. Like what can be prioritized, and what is really important right now to get done, which is, it's not always so like obvious sometimes, or like the way that you picture certain like projects to be more important than others. Like sometimes it's kind of like a different view from your boss's perspective, so it's not so bad to ask something like that. Okay, I think we are just about good here. Okay, we've got like 15 minutes. I think we could like roll this out and cut like probably at least one plate from it. It's a little like dry because we wedged it already. I don't know. I don't know. Something that I don't know. I always think about it a lot is like, I would highly encourage like if I was thinking about my coworkers, I would highly encourage them to, like very carefully like review the kinds of benefits our workplace has. We actually have a lot of really great benefits, and a lot of people someone that I work with right now, they've been at the company for 4 years, and they didn't even know like we had this it's like it's called Tickets at Work, and you can get like discounts on actually not just tickets, but like all kinds of different things, like just like discounts in like online stores and stuff, and like everybody always thinks about benefits as like, oh, what kind of health insurance do you have? Like, boring. Where's the fun stuff? Like, it took me a long time to find some of the things that we offer, and I don't feel like I feel like it's kind of a weird thing to ask. Because like, I don't know, like maybe your company doesn't have like, maybe they don't have very many benefits. which is kind of, that's the company that I came from. Is like my previous one didn't have like any benefits at all, really, not like fun ones. So my expectations were like really low. But currently we actually have like a whole page like on our like employee website that has like all the crazy like cool benefits that employees can take advantage of. That might include like, it's been discontinued, but like something like this, I don't really know a lot about it. It's like some kind of thing. And like you can get like a discount on like fitness classes or something. I have not been interested in it. But like I don't, like it's, I don't know, I think it has something to do with some kind of app or something. Or like, I don't know, like I would highly encourage like to ask about that, and like I don't know, like maybe ask people at your company, like you could be like, what's your favorite benefit of working here? Maybe that would like help you find the thing. Okay, this is like look at what like I'm trying to wedge this stupid thing, and it's just like okay, I'm just gonna try really hard to make this thing work, because I don't really want to like get other clay out to do this. You know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna, okay, let me just roll this into a ball. You remember when I said earlier when when the clay is like, that it was just about too dry to work with? Yeah, this is too dry. Okay, let me just, we do have some over here, so let me just grab something. I literally cannot remember why this is here. Actually, this is really hard. It's like pretty hard. Let me just kind of like smush it. I think I might try to rework some water into it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Okay. Actually, I should not leave this thing as a ball either. We need more surface area. Kind of. Yeah, I think that's the right term. How is this level of clay? Whoops. No, they're all too... I mean, this one is like... The one I'm holding is just like the one we were trying to wedge. Okay. I'm just gonna like smush it a little bit. Try to like thin it out. And I'm going to dip it in my water bucket. I think these just need to sit with some water. Really. It's I don't know if we're gonna be able to recover these things, but that's a lot of clay to have to like just throw in my reclaim bucket. Okay, let me just try to wrap these up. Okay. Yes. All right. I don't know. I think we'll just sit here and chill for like 9 minutes until I have to go. By the way, I made this. This is one of the things that I've made. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I've just been thinking about work a lot. Like, just kind of like I feel like I've gotten like really far. Like I've like just gotten a lot of like really great like leadership skills in the past year from becoming a senior. And I think that's like, I feel like for, I mean, even if you didn't want to be in management, I feel like leadership skills are really great to have. Like, I don't know. I think when I was in like high school or something, I was just felt like that's not me. Like, I feel like if you're gonna think of people as like, oh, like, you know, the kids that were like kind of like more like leaders, you would think of like, oh, like who is the like, what is that, like something about sports. I didn't play sports. I don't know, like the leader of the sports. Not the coach. I'm really struggling right now. I can't think of the word. I've been at loss for words for like so long for some reason. Anyway, like I never like thought of myself as like that kind of person, but and like, I mean, I never really exactly knew that like if I wanted to go into like management. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now, maybe like something adjacent to design work. I'm just going to like, whoops. Like, I think that would be kind of cool. Like, for example, like art director would be like management, design adjacent, but you're not actually designing work. You're helping other people reach their full potential, which is, it just kind of sounds like up my alley, I think. I mean, I'm still kind of like exploring ideas, but I feel like that is something I want to do. So I've been a lot more, I've been thinking about it a lot more, and like, how can I try, oh my gosh, this giant crack. Let's try to fix this. I've been just like trying to think about it a lot more, like, what do I want to do? And I'm not entirely sure. And this is just like so long term. I feel like it's not crucial to like have figured out right away, but I feel like it's just kind of like been on my mind. Yeah, and it's like, it's kind of weird because at my last job, like, I don't know, there's like some like review, and like my last job was like the first like design job that I had out of college. And I don't know, I think like one of the questions on my review is like, how have you shown like leadership skills? And I'm like, I don't know. I literally like didn't write like anything. I was like, I don't think I do anything that involves like leadership skills. And my boss actually pointed out a few things that I had done. Like, I helped coordinate some of our like event committee kind of, or just, you know, the office events. I would help out with planning those. I did do kind of like some of the like onboarding-ish for one of our new employees, and I was just kind of like helping her out. And like, I don't know, I never really pictured it as like leadership or something. I don't know. I don't know. That was so long ago. That was 6 years ago, and I feel like I'm just like I'm really different now. But I just felt really lost like at my first job. But yeah, I mean, leadership skills are great for anybody, and it really doesn't mean like it's not just for the extroverts, it's for introverts too. Introverts can definitely be in management, or they can definitely be leaders. I hope no one at work is watching this because I don't want it to like come off as like the wrong way. But I saw this like meme that was like, I'm not a leader, but I'm the only one here, so I guess I'll do it. Like, I feel like that's been me in the situations, because if I was in some kind of, like, whatever, maybe it was school or whatever, if I was in a situation and we needed to be led, I would just let whoever jumped up for the chance to do it. And I'm like, cool, you are here. But if that person is not in the situation, I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm always the person that will kind of like take charge if nobody else is going to. It sounds really bad, and I don't know how to describe it in a better way that doesn't, like, I definitely, like, I feel like if my boss was like watching this, which I don't think she is, but like I feel like I actually do have some like leadership skills now, and it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of come from that, like the office events that I planned at my old work, like nobody else was gonna do it, and I'm like, I want some parties. I'm like, I want that, lunch, what's that called, where everybody like brings food, potluck. Like I want to have a work potluck. Heck yeah. So like so I don't know, I kind of, it's been a while since I was there, but I feel like I was the only one that was like willing to do it, and I just ended up doing it. And it's actually like, I guess kind of like very slowly gave me a little bit of like leadership, because I was so like, oh my gosh. I have like social anxiety, so it makes me really scared like chime up in the middle of meetings, or like, I don't know, to talk to anybody at work that I didn't like have anything specific to talk to them about. Like if it was just like, I don't know, at lunch or something, I'm just so awkward. But now I feel like, I don't know. I just feel really different now. Like I feel like I am 100% like confident in chiming up at work now if I have some kind of issue that I've noticed or whatever. And I hope that makes like other like introverts maybe feel better. Maybe, like, I don't know. I guess I'm not really sure if I'm an introvert though, because I'm very extroverted compared to Jason. He's an actual introvert, but it's kind of weird because he doesn't have like the anxiety thing, which I do. And like, I don't know, we're kind of like this weird like like he doesn't want to talk to the waitress because he's an introvert, but I don't want to talk to the waitress because I have anxiety. And we're both just like, anyway, I think that's like off topic. So I guess I'm not sure if that would get any better for introverts. I don't really, I guess I'm not really sure which I am. But yes. Well, we're really at time right now. I think. I'm pretty sure. I forgot to set my timer. But it is 2:00. Well, I'm sorry, we're not doing anything terribly exciting today, but if you watched this far, I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe some of my talk. I know it's not really for everyone, but I don't really know who watches my videos. I don't know what the demographic looks like, but I don't know. It's just been on my mind because we're just kind of like in that period right now at my workplace, so that it is on my mind. And I don't know. There's like so much more that I could say to somebody that is really new to the workplace. I would say, like, at least for people that have been like in the workplace for a long time, to just give those new people some patience. I feel like even though like I am like really like I'm a hard worker, I'm just kind of like the person that always wants to like achieve things, set goals early, and like do all of those things. But even though like that's the kind of person I am, I feel like my first job was still like, I don't know, I feel like there are so many points that I fell on my face. There were definitely some good points. There were definitely a lot of good points, but even for me, like, I was just like the stupid new person, like basically like right out of college kind of a thing. So give these people some grace and maybe some mentorship, if possible. But yes, here we go. This is our stream for today. I'll have to go. We are really over time. I definitely will be making more plates. I think we might be like trimming these tomorrow if they're ready for that. I'll try to remember to dry them out so that we will be able to do that. But I think I'll just kind of I might slab some later, but I do have to finish up some other projects that I still have on the side that have not been worked on in a little while. But yeah, well, this is our stream, and if you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much for joining and watching. Be sure to follow along so you know when I post new streams. We typically do streams Monday through Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, unless I stream during my lunch break. So something might come up. I'll post an announcement in the the banner that's on my page if we do have something come up, just so you know. March 26th, which is our upcoming Tuesday, we will not be streaming. I have to go to the vet. But otherwise, we will have a pretty consistent stream for definitely the rest of this week and every other day next week. Yeah, all the videos will be uploaded to YouTube at Callie & Co. And you can check out our playlist that has all of our other live stream videos in it. And my channel has some other playlists in it, like our ceramic tutorials. We actually have this plate. Oh my gosh, there's a crack here. I have a ceramic tutorial on how, like, the full process of making this plate. And you don't have to watch it for an hour. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's like 5 to 10 minutes long. I think it's probably 5 minutes long. If you want to check that out, or the other ones that we have. We also have videos for small handmade business topics, and anything for just kind of like any artist, general artist topics. And yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe there, give the video a like, and in the description, check out my Instagram with all of our work that we actually do on it. For the most part, live streams will cover like building pieces, and then we might glaze or underglaze, but we don't really do a ton of that on here because it takes so much time. But yeah, be sure to check out my Instagram for my actual work. Okay, I've got to go. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.